Some years ago, God gave me an assignment. I talked about it in my book. He gave me the name Sister of Sincerity. At the time, I didn't think that it was a ministry, but many people called it that since then. At the time that he gave me the name, I had no idea what I was supposed to do with the name, but I did know and was very aware that it was something God needed and wanted me to do, and it was specifically for me. At the time, I wrote down a list of what I felt like God was placing on my heart to do. One of the things that I wrote down, I had to grab my book to remember everything that I wrote down, and they were blog, book, women's group, and counselor or life coach. And since then, I started the blog. I birthed 3 books. My first book, which was Broken into Purpose. Last year in November, I published my 2 other books. This is a forgiveness journal, and this is a children's book. I hosted at least 2 women's empowerment events. I got my beginner life coach certification. But there was a continuation of visions and ideas that God kept placing within me to do with the ministry. One thing in particular that I wanted to do was to create a group of women, a sisterhood, to come together and do Bible studies, do conferences, pray together, do different types of events, go on trips and that type of stuff, and grow in Christ together. It worked out the way that I wanted it to work out, and it kind of got me discouraged in thinking that what God placed within me wasn't working. So I take complete responsibility for the fact that it was me that kind of fell off on doing what I was supposed to be doing at the time. But God never stopped speaking to me about it. He spoke to me a while later and told me that the name Sister of Sincerity was specifically for me. And he gave me that name for a reason. It was an assignment for me to bring out. And it wasn't necessarily about me bringing other sisters into the group. More so for me to be the sister to others. All that to say, God is not going to leave you alone when he gave you an assignment. He expects you to fulfill that assignment, fulfill your purpose. Knowing that I'm supposed to be getting it back out there, I don't make every excuse of, I don't have this together, I don't have that together. People are not going to be interested, this and that. Anything else you try to do is not going to work out the way that you want it to work out until you do what it is that he told you to do. So I'm getting back into what I'm supposed to be doing, and you'll see much more of me. My name is Shaquetta, and my ministry's name is Sister of Sincerity.